driver that we've seen on screen ever. It's a fantastic performance. But same for Penelope. Penelope, can you talk a bit about your work with Penelope?
We were on a Zoom. I was interested in talking to her about being Lara Ferrari. And we got on the Zoom, and about 4 minutes into the conversation, I said, okay, she's Lara Ferrari. And I just, I said, don't say anything. You know, you reserve your judgment because this must be a spontaneous impulse that you have, and you want to rethink it, and et cetera. And I lasted about another 6 minutes, and then I said, you're Lara Ferrari, let's go do this. The qualities of that kind of, almost kind of visceral certainty that Penelope has, and a kind of a reverence.
Yeah, she can shoot at you. You believe that?
Yeah, and we did a lot of work. One of the most interesting things we did is the building that you see that Enzo walks into is the Ferrari house, and the Storky Opera really is next door. The mausoleum, it really is the family mausoleum. The barbershop, which is around the corner, is the barbershop. Enzo, when they had him sitting in the chair, that's the chair Enzo was in. He's being shaved by the son of the barber who shaved Enzo. I mean, it's turned out. So we walked into the bedroom that Lara lived the last 2 years as an invalid, the last 2 years of her life. And we walked in, and there was this bizarre wallpaper. And we duplicated it in the film. And for Penelope and I, knowing a lot about her by that point, it just took our breath away. Because it was as if she had decorated this room, the curtains, the walls, everything was the same fabric. And it was as if this was something vivacious from her past, because when Enzo met her in 1921 or 22, she was a cabaret singer in Turin, and he called her La Donna Buffa, which means a card. And she was extroverted, she was vivacious, she was fun to be with, and the core of that woman was still there, and it kind of manifested itself in this wallpaper. So it was, but then I discovered that her doctor was still alive, and her doctor had very affectionate letters, almost love letters, that Enzo was sending her in the middle 70s. This is when they were completely estranged, and they're still corresponding very romantically, even though they're totally estranged. And through that, we really got a sense of this bond, and that's what I mean about the contradictions, about they couldn't be apart, they couldn't be together. 4 years after these events, of 57, so 1961, this absolutely stellar group of engineers in the factory all come into Enzo's office and say, we have to ask you, Commendatore, we have to ask you to do us a favor, and you have to keep Lara out of the factory, because she's interfering with this and she's interfering with that. At the time, Enzo and Lara were going through another rough patch. She had slipped and fallen into a canal, and somebody saved her, and then called Enzo and said, I just, pull Lara's in the canal, and he said, why did you pull her out? In that same year, when this whole staff of engineers shows up, he said, Enzo says to her, what? Or we may consider other employment opportunities. He fires his entire engineering staff out of solidarity with Lara. I mean, so there was this conjugal partnership between them that you can't really define, but it was so fascinating to deal in the counterpoint of these relationships and these people.
Romanticism.